WP Sandine, it's Mrs. B here for week 13 of Words of Wellness. And with us today is Mr. Archibald, and our special guest is Mrs. Herndier. So, 103 days, Mrs. Herndier has just told us, 103 days since we have been in the school with kids. That's including weekends. That's crazy. I feel like I haven't seen the kids forever. So anyway, the stats. So this is our final Words of Wellness for this school year. And so we thought we'd end it off with a bang with Mrs. Herndier. So,
or maybe not. We're turning the tables, Mrs. B, and we're going to interview you.
Oh, what?
Surprise, surprise.
Oh.
You.
Okay, I guess so. That's how it's gonna be.
We figure you do the interviewing every week, so it's time to learn a little bit about Mrs. B.
Okay. Oh boy. I'm nervous
So
oh my goodness.
I've got my 5 questions now.
Okay.
To ask you. Let's start with the first one. I'm gonna go easy on you, just to kind of ease you in. Sweet or salty snacks, and which is your which snack of those is your go-to?
I am a total salt girl, total. And my favorite snack in the whole world is Miss Vicky's lime and black pepper chips. They're like the best. So when they go on sale, we up. So I try not to eat too many salty snacks, but that is my downfall. So,
no chocolate?
No, actually, to be honest, those of you that know me, I don't really like chocolate. So, and I don't really eat it that often. Like I do on occasion, but it's not my go-to thing. I really like chips. So if you put an open bag of chips in front of me, just be prepared because poof, it'll be gone. I'll eat it, all of it. So.
Understood. What is something about you that no one else knows?
Oh my God.
Like, I know you've been around for a while, so everybody knows a lot, but I'm sure there's people out there that don't know something.
Well, I think the only other person that knows this is probably Mr. Archibald, because we've talked about it in my mental health class. And I have FOMO really bad. So I'm not sure if you know what that means, but it's the fear of missing out. I love being part of everything, and I just hate missing stuff. Like, for example, if somebody's going to a concert, or if they're going to a hockey game, or if they're doing something fun, like I want to go, like I want to be a part of that. So my FOMO is been really high, but I have to say that I have kind of taken it under control, because with COVID, I haven't been able to do anything. So my FOMO my levels have kind of depreciated. So that's a good thing. I don't know, but I guess that's why I'm so busy, is because I don't like missing out on things, and I love being part of all of the hyperness and all of that with kids and people and all the energy. So I guess that would be one thing that people maybe don't know about me.
And answering FaceTime calls in your pajamas in bed head?
Well, yeah, that too. I have a hard time not answering. So if you call, I will answer. Well, most of the time anyway. So.
Okay, third question. What do you miss most about not being at school?
I miss the kids. I miss the kids unconditionally so much. I get my energy from them, and it was really March, April. It was really hard when we were all in our houses and couldn't do anything. I just was withering away like a plant. It was awful. And, I found it really hard because like I said, I get my energy from the kids and they keep me going. And I turn into a sloth-like person. And I'm embarrassed to say that, but I felt like I didn't want to do anything. So I'm slowly getting my energy back. I think from, you know, the province is opening up, I'm able to see people. And yeah, it's just, you know, you feed off of each other. And I think that's the biggest thing that I miss about school.
I have to agree. I'd
Am I
love to be there.
passing? Did I pass? Are we done?
Yes. No, you're not done. That's only 3.
I don't like this part. I like being the interviewer.
We need to know, Mrs. B, though. We need to know.
Okay.
Here's a question that you ask pretty much everybody, I think. And being a member of, or the person in charge of the travel club, what's your favorite place to travel to, or what is somewhere on your bucket list that you haven't gone to that you really, really want to go to?
Probably the favorite place in the whole world would have to be Greece. I have to agree with Wade when we interviewed him. It's spectacular. The beaches are amazing. The sights are awesome. The food is phenomenal. The people are amazing. I actually could move there. Like, I would sell everything and move to Greece because it is just so nice there. The weather was phenomenal when we were there. And I think something on my bucket list is any place that I haven't been, because really, I have FOMO. Do you remember? And so if you're going somewhere, I want to go with you. So anywhere is good. But I think Greece would probably be the top of my list. And I just love traveling with the kids. Like, when when we first leave on a trip, they're so apprehensive and so scared. And when we come back, they are changed. They're more adult-like. They've grown up. They've seen the world. They know that the world is bigger than just Shelbrook, Saskatoon, Saskatchewan, BC. So there's much more in the world than just those places. And I just think that growth and that opportunity to travel is amazing. And I know Mr. Myers had mentioned that because he's gone to like 70 some countries or whatever he has. I can't remember the number he said, but he's seen the whole wide world much more than I have. But, you know, someday when the world opens up and we can travel again, I'd sure like to put some more places on my list. So, yeah.
For sure.
Oh, did I mention that I talk a lot? I forgot about that. So this could be a really long interview, just so you know.
You're running the timer still, though, aren't you?
Well, sort of. I forgot to start it.
So this is our apology in advance for how the length of this.
Yeah.
I only have one more question, and it's still kind of COVID related. What is something you've learned about yourself during this crazy pandemic? And then something that you can use that you've learned going forward that you can take with you and put to use every day?
Sure wish I knew these questions beforehand. Something that I learned about myself. Well, I think number one has been to learn how to slow down. I move at a very fast pace, not only my body and the decisions and everything I make, but also my mouth. And so I think just being in this pandemic, being at home and trying to slow down and do some stuff for myself, like, for example, reading. I think I've read 8 books since COVID has started. And not necessarily have I done that every night or every day in the past, but I sure have tried to develop some new strategies while I've been, you know, in the pandemic and stuff. And I just think all of the stuff that I've learned about myself and while reading, because it's not reading for pleasure, I was doing some professional growth reading. And I just think all of that stuff I can use going forward teaching. So I'm teaching mental health again in the fall, and I'm super looking forward to that. So 2 reasons. One is because I get to see the kids again. And the other thing is, I just think that everybody needs support. And I think that the more we support each other and are there for each other and just making those connections, I just think that that will take us long and far. I don't know. That's maybe why I have FOMO, because I just want to be connected to everybody. I don't know. I don't know the answer to that, but Anyway, I'm
Connection's
trying.
huge.
I don't know the questions, so I'm just like making this up. Feeling really stressed right now.
You're welcome.
Oh, yeah, thanks.
That's all I got, Mr. Archibald.
Okay, well, thank you much, Mrs. Herndeer, for turning the tables and twisting it back on Mrs. B. You betcha. And you know, if you want to do some box breathing right now, Mrs. B, we can you know.
I think I should. I'm hyperventilating in my head.
But yeah, we wanted to get to know you a little bit more, and you've been working hard at this project for the last few months, right? And so it'd be good to know a little bit more about your story. And I do know a little bit about your story because of our work over the last year with Mental Health 20, and you know, really grateful for that experience, and looking forward to it again next year. So I think it'll be fun. But for the viewers at hand, I'm just going to ask you some questions just like I do the rest of the teachers. And I want to know why teaching, or how did you get into teaching, and what brought you down this pathway, and let us know a little bit about that.
Okay, so I've been actually, when I ask everyone when I interview, my path started when I was six years old. I was in grade 1 and I had the most phenomenal grade 1 teacher. And she was the one that spurred me on to become the teacher that I am today. And whenever I think back to grade 1, I knew in grade 1 that I wanted to be a teacher, and nothing was going to stop me. And so I went to the U of R, took classes, and then so I'll tell you my whole path. So then I graduated from the U of R, and then I got a job way up north in Stanley Mission. So I was there in Stanley Mission for a couple of years and learned a lot about the people, the culture, myself. It was a really, really good learning experience. And then I moved more south, and I got a job at Atakakoop school. And so I was there for a bit. And then I decided that I just wanted another change. And then I came to Shelbrook. So that's basically my whole path. But when I was in high school, there were teachers that really didn't make connections with kids. And most of those kids were my friends. And I really was not very happy, I guess, about how teachers and staff really were disconnected with kids. And so I've made it my whole mission to be someone who connects with kids. And just, I don't know, I always look out for the underdog. And I guess that's why I'm a special ed teacher. My whole career, I have never taught anything but special ed. So I have been in different classes and taught different classes, but my most focus and what I really like are the special ed kids and the kids that need extra support, extra connectedness. And I really like working with those kids. They have so much to offer, and I learn from them every single day. And that's, I guess, why I miss the kids so much, because they teach me lots of different things. And I love laughing, and they make me laugh. So it's amazing. So awesome. There you go. Yeah.
Thank you, Mrs. B, for sharing that and your vast experience, and how you got to Shelbrook, and you know, you were asking before our session here, you know, what's the word, Archibald? What word are you going to use? Okay. And it's funny how it, you know, just listening to you and your value of connection. So the word I picked, or the word that stands out for you and our experiences together, is compassionate. And if you look at the definition of it, it is genuine concern for others. And, you know, over the last year, working with you both in the classroom and in the hallways and individually with kids, definitely that word stands out. And not even just for the kids, for the staff and the teachers and the whole school community. So how, or where did that come from? How do you bring that to your day? Because you bring it every day that I show up at the school on Wednesdays, or, you know, Monday mornings, there's always that, you know, that genuine concern for others. So where'd you get that from?
Well, I have to attribute it to one thing. It's probably was instilled in me in a very early age. My parents both worked when I was really young, and so I went to a babysitter before school started, and her name was Grandma Orvold, and she was just an amazing, patient lady. She loved me like no other person could, and she was always so happy. And so I think that started at a very early age, and I've just tried to continue that throughout my life. And so one other thing that you may not know about me is that I'm not a morning person at all. Like, I don't like them. And if I could work from 12 to 6 and be the principal of the school from 12 to 6, my life would be amazing. But those are not in the cards for me. So the school starts, 8:30 to 3:15, 3:30. So I have to get my butt out of bed. So I try to put on a happy face and come to school. And I don't know. I just like being around the energy of others, and the compassion and the willingness to be, helping and be around others is always there. I don't know. I really like it. So.
Well, I truly appreciate it. And just even in the words of wellness stuff, we threw this up pretty much on really shaky ground and very quickly. And, it just shows the amount of energy and compassion and concern and connectedness you have for the others and for the whole school community. So I really do truly appreciate it. I've had a blast interviewing people with you. And look forward to more work in the fall regarding Words of Wellness and where that's going to take us. So
yeah, I hope we can continue this. And I think our first guest should be Mrs. Herndeer. Just saying.
Good.
So
that's a good idea. It's a good idea, Mrs. B.
So anyway, thank you for turning the table on me. I did not expect this at all. Hopefully I passed and had some good answers to the questions, but anyway, it is what it is, and I just want to let you know how much I've enjoyed our time together as well, getting to know the people that we work with every single day, something about them that we never knew, and it's so interesting because we all have such interesting lives. So it's good to see that we're all human and we care about other people. So it's great. I love it. So
I'm just going to jump in as well.
Sure.
And I think on behalf of everybody, I just want to thank you two for setting this up and getting it rolling. I know I've enjoyed watching them on a weekly basis. And like you said, learning about our staff and learning different things that make everybody tick. And it's been great.
Sure.
So thank you guys for putting in the time and the energy to get it rolling.
You're welcome. It was good. So thanks for everything. And thanks again for pulling this. I don't know how you guys did this, but whatever. So it was awesome. So anyway, that's all for now. So we will see all of you in the fall. Have a great summer. Be safe. If you need support, reach out. And remember your box breathing, and have a great summer.
Yes, thank you. Have a great summer. Take care, everyone.
Okay.
See you guys. Thank you.
See you.